Paradise Fallen. Thancred has a task for you. So, here is some dream powder. We're administering it to the enthralled to keep them calm until they can receive proper attention. I would appreciate it if you could assist with this task. Now, those affected are scattered all over the city. I suggest starting your search at the derelicts and working your way up. But I mean, we're already up, so why don't we start here and work our way down? When you are done, be sure to let Reen know. I mean, if he had at least said, like, I'll start up here, you start down below, and we'll meet in the middle. Oh, well. My thanks again, Lavenza. We will seek out the wounded and render what aid we can. Alright. Oh, Lord Vothri, you are my daily meal. Dream powder. Developed at the crystalline mean, this alchemical powder swiftly induces slumber. Okay. Oh, and now to the understory. Is that the mainstay? I don't recall. Yeah, okay. Ah, it hurts. Please, Lord Vothri, take away the pain. You're the kind soul who saved me from falling to my death. My mistress, she's been injured. Please help her, I beg you. What is this? She's sleeping. A medicine to help her rest while she awaits treatment, you say? Oh, thank you so much. When she began acting strangely, I didn't know what to do. Okay, and now to the canopy. It's kind of weird, too. It's only like one person in each. Must stop trespassers sullying our paradise. Go to sleep. Where do you fly to, my sweet canary? Or where did you fly to, my sweet canary? Whatever. What happened? Oh, there you are, Lavenza. I've just finished aiding this man. Now, for the next one. More out in the derelicts and below, you say? So many of them. But Minfili entrusted this power to me. I won't rest until I've helped everyone. What will you say? I can bring the enthralled to you. I'll go and see to the wounded. Yeah, I'll go see to the wounded. I'm not about to start lugging people up here. I'm sure Alphino and Alize would appreciate the help. And should you find other enthralled civilians, please see that they are brought to me. Oh, cutscene. I was going to say, this was a short quest.
You're going to be all right.
I think that's the last of them.
We've done all we can for the wounded. As for the rest...
Aren't you Alphino? The painter boy? What in the world is going on? Did something happen to us?
Let me handle this. Citizens of Yulmore, what I'm about to tell you will come as a shock. Indeed, you may be loath to believe it, but if you trust the evidence of your senses, it is my hope that you will listen and accept the truth, unpalatable though it may be. Vorthri is a sin-eater. Everything he offered, everything he promised, was a lie.
A rude awakening, if ever there was one. Or an awakening at the very least.
They're not taking it well, and who could blame them?
Are you saying we were Vorthri's puppets all this time?
When you attacked us, you were not yourselves. That much is true. But your conduct prior to that moment was your own. Vorthri's unnatural charisma does not absolve you of all responsibility. Of your own free will, you came to this city and gave yourselves over to its pleasures. And in the course of this, if you mistreated those less fortunate than you, then that too was of your own free will. It is not for me to judge you, but for your victims, for history, for your conscience. You have dreamed a twisted dream, but now you are awake. You may yet share this world of ours. Join with us and each other, that we might begin anew. We've lost so many already. We dare not lose any more. I have said my piece. My thanks for giving me the chance. There is nothing more to be done here. Let us go after Vorthri.
Is there anything we can do to help? You risked your lives to bring us to our senses, and I, for one, hope to repay that debt. Begin anew, as you said.
Vorthri has fled to Mount Gulg, and we mean to pursue him. Do any of you know the way?
The only way to Mount Gulg is over the Bright Cliff. Have you an airship?
We will contemplate flight only as a last resort. Were we to come under attack whilst airborne, we would have little hope of defending ourselves. If at all possible, we would prefer to travel by land. Is there a way?
Well, the ladder is the only way up and down the cliff, but it hasn't moved in a long time. In the old days, it was operated by the mining folk who lived at the top. After the flood, it saw less and less use, and when Lord Vorthri took control, it was abandoned altogether.
So we somehow need to get the ladder working again.
It moves by means of a talos, if that's any help. But good luck repairing that.
Talos? Did someone say Talos? You know all about them, don't you, dearest? If anyone can get this lift moving, it's you.
Well, perhaps. But see here.
Oh, yes. If you want the golem restored, you may leave it to my husband. For he happens to be the heir to Daedalus Stoneworks, foremost makers of Talos, whose contracts include the renowned mining venture of Armoreng.
He's just like face palming now.
It's... well, it's been years and years since I had anything to do with it. I can't just pick up a hammer and set to work.
You can't.
No, that's not what I... It's just... All right, I will take a look at the Talos. But beyond that, I make no promises. Those with strong backs, come with me. I'll need help dragging the damn thing out of the storehouse.
Well done, brother.
Come, my friend. We have work to do.
A ladder. Alphino's eyes glisten with joy. The ladder is situated to the north and west of Right. Let us make our way there, Lavenza. So yeah, I was thinking during that cutscene, like, I don't necessarily begrudge people for Fragilitas? Thank you for the follow 12 minutes ago. Cutscenes. But yes, thank you for the follow. But yeah, during that cutscene, I was thinking I don't necessarily fault people for, especially in a world like this where it just seems like there's no hope. Especially, I mean, it had been 80 years after the flood since Vorthri, I think, took control. I mean, by then, I think people just thought things were hopeless, and it's like, hey, if I can go somewhere and just live out the rest of my days, you know, as best I can, I'm gonna do it. Obviously, you know, Alphina went on to say that, like, if you did terrible things to people, then that's another story, but... Bottom rung, they call this place. How very apt. Apparently it used to be the control center for the ladder and a bustling hub of transport. Its glory days are far behind it. To see my darling Chai so engrossed in his work, I think I'm falling in love again. Ah. First things first, a 50-point inspection. Wouldn't do to have them falling to pieces now. Oh. Why are you standing there gawping? There's lots to be done, so go and make yourself useful. Alright, alright. Well, first I want to talk to everybody. The ladder is a sturdy piece of engineering, but much may go wrong after 20 years of disuse. Let us be doubly thorough with its maintenance. Okay, I guess that's everybody. Like, I don't see Alize here. I don't know. Lavenza, dost thou see yonder pair of Talos? Yeah, they're kind of big. For a blessing, they were found to be in good repair. Master Chai prepareth to activate them as we speak. With our arcane knowledge, Yustola and I will serve as his assistants. At the appointed hour, we shall imbue the golems with aether. Others, meanwhile, attend to the ladder itself, which hath too long lain neglected. Extensive maintenance will be needed ere it can move again, as well as myriad materials with which to perform it. If thou art willing, we would prevail upon thee to procure lumber. My thanks, Lavenza. Directly to the south, thou wilt find a dry dock, Venmont Yards. Pray see if thou canst persuade the folk there to part with some lumber for our cause. Double check real quick. Okay, same. There really is no Alize here. Okay. Well then. Oh there, sinner. Haven't seen you around before. New to Gate Town, I take it? If you need lumber for a shack, you've come to the right place. We can do the building for you too, though that'll cost extra. You want lumber to restore the ladder? Why in the world would anyone want to do that? If you don't have the coin, least you could do is come up with a believable excuse. But look, I'm not one to turn folk away. I'll give you your lumber if you do me a favor in return. I just finished taking stock of our supply and was about to do another round for good measure. I want you to do the counting instead, and we'll see if your total matches mine. Now, some of the lumber's lying about the yard, but most of it is kept in the storehouse. For these, you can just ask Grithel for the number. Here, I'll lend you some writing material so you can take notes. Take stock of the supply lumber at the shipyard. What you learn can be reviewed in your key items. Great, so it's going to make me actually like remember everything and do the math. I'm guessing. I've been wrong before. Huh? Taking stock for Irvith, are you? Well, last I counted, we had 68 planks in the storehouse here. 9 of those were rotted through, though, so we tossed them out. Oi, Grithel, another load's just arrived. 13 planks all told, but one's damaged. It's only good for kindling now. Right then. Bring the good ones here, and be sure to let Irvith know as well. So, how many planks does that make now? You're writing down those numbers anyway, right? I'm sure you can work it out. You jot down the details of the conversation. Dude, I don't even remember what he said now. I think it started with 68, and then there's some subtraction, a little bit more addition, and then I think one last subtraction. You count 11 planks in the stack. No. Okay, where is the last bit? Somehow this feels familiar, like I ran into the same issue before. The circle doesn't go out this far back, so... And if something is not placed directly in my face, I'm just not going to find it. Oh, you know what? It's probably... Yeah, that's sneaky. You count 24 planks in the stack. Great, now it's time to math all that. I don't know if I'll get an opportunity once I start talking to him, so... Scrawled in your own hand, the note says 11 in stack near Irvith. Scrawled in your hand, the note says 24 in stack by entrance. Okay, and then scrawled in your hand, the note says 68 in storehouse, 9 discarded. So that makes 59. And then 59 plus 12 is... 12 is 61, so 71. And then 95. So 106. Unless my math is bad. Done, are you? So how many planks did you count? Well, and they actually throw up quite a few options to throw you off. Aye, that's exactly what I counted. I'm good at math. Thanks for your help, friend. Taking stock fair puts me to sleep, but it has to be done. As promised, I'll give you your lumber. What do you need it for anyway? You were serious about the ladder? I'll be damned. If that's the case, please let us help with the work. We're shipwrights with no ship to build, only shacks. While it's a living, we all itch to do something greater. This fellow you saw is in charge. You reckon he'd mind the likes of us barging in on his project? He won't mind. He'd welcome the help. Yeah, I'll go with the second one. I mean, they both say the same thing, but... Wonderful. I'll round up the lads and lasses and we'll head over to the ladder, along with all the lumber you need. So we still same? By the intensity with which he works, 'tis as if all of that reluctance was a lie. Okay. Oh, he'll have them moving again soon. I know he will. Such a primitive, inefficient design. A much smaller Talos from our company could just as easily perform the same task. Ah, here's Alize. I've rounded up as much material as I could for the work. Just my little bit for the cause. She's probably hiding around some corner or something. Oh yeah. Reen, I didn't see Reen either. The work proceeds apace, I'm pleased to say. When it is restored, the ladder will not only be our way forward, it will represent a momentous step towards lasting change for Calusia. Oh, Lavenza, I heard you went to find lumber. From afar, the ladder looked like it was made entirely of metal, but there's actually a lot of wood if you look for it. The Yomorans have rallied quite impressively. Amidst great adversity, a little purpose never goes astray. Ah, thou art returned. Wert thou able to procure the lumber? Well, well. To secure not only the material, but the eager cooperation of the shipwrights besides. This expertise shall greatly avail our efforts. Master Chai's own efforts have not been without struggle, but he hath proven himself to be a determined soul. I doubt not but that the work shall be complete ere long, and we may continue on our way once more. Though it hath been years in the making, at long last do the people stand united in defiance of the world's fate, their hopes spurring us ever onward toward journey's end. Whatsoever may await us, when thou takest those final steps, I pray that it shall be with a smile upon thy face. Yeah, I'll be smiling. To give Vothri a good smacking. Thank you for watching this video. tonight's stream was the penultimate in story for me. We finished up with Vothri and Innocence and the subsequent cutscene, and obviously next will be Tempest and Amarat, and that's just my favorite part of the story. I know a lot of people are really into 5.3. We'll have to see how I like it as I get into that. But to me, I think just the ending with Emmett struck me the most. So I'm really looking forward to getting into that. But tonight's story was still excellent, and it's only going to get better from here. So if you enjoyed this, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to come join me live, the link to my Twitch is down below. As I said in the last batch of outros, by the time you see this, I will have finished up with the Final Fantasy story and we'll be onto something else. I'm thinking WoW, kind of see what all the fuss is about. But if not that, it'll be something, maybe more Final Fantasy stuff. There's a bunch of other stuff I'd like to get done. Some kind of end game-ish type of stuff. But either way, it should be fun. So again, if you want to join me, link is down below. So anyway, thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a good one.